Good evening, everyone. Today we are discussing the Kobe earthquake, a significant natural disaster that struck Japan in 1995. We have five speakers who will each share their insights on various aspects of this tragic event. Before starting the podcast, I would like to introduce all of our speakers. Speaker 1, Miss Eva Nashareza. Speaker 2, Sir Dev Kevin bin David. Next, our third speaker, Sir Muhammad Adrian bin Muhammad Adhar. Speaker 4, Sir Jason G. Yamson. Then our fifth speaker, Miss Lian Ji and I. And me, Elisha Shera binti Saminuddin as the moderator. Before we start, let's dive into the definition of our main topic today, which is the earthquake. Let's hear, however, the first speaker on how she defined earthquake.
First of all, thank you, Alicia, for being our moderator today. So, what is earthquake? Based on Britannica website, earthquake is defined as any sudden shaking of the ground caused by the passage of seismic waves through earth rocks. These seismic waves are produced when some form of energy stored in Earth's crust is suddenly released. Usually occur when masses of rocks straining against one another, then suddenly fracture, and is what we call it as slip.
Alright, interesting definition given by our first speaker.
I would like to add more about the earthquake. These earthquakes occur most often along geologic faults, narrow zones where rock masses move in relation to one another. The major lines of the world are located at the fringe of the huge tectonic plates that make up Earth's crust. Let's get back to our moderator.
Thank you, Sir Adrian, our third speaker. We shall proceed to our main topic, which is the deadliest earthquake in Kobe, Japan, that ever struck the country. Speaker 2, Sir Dev, do you mind explaining the incident that occurred?
Yes, moderator. So the Kobe earthquake, also known as the Great Hanshin earthquake, occurred on January 17, 1995. It struck the southern part of Hyogo Prefecture near Kobe with a magnitude of 6.9 of the moment magnitude scale, although it was initially reported as 7.2. The earthquake occurred at 5:46 a.m. local time and lasted approximately 20 seconds, causing extensive destruction due to its shallow depth of about 16 kilometers and its proximity to a densely populated urban area.
It's said that the earthquake struck at the early morning. Some of the citizens has not awake from sleep or still preparing themselves to class or work. Some of them probably already on their way to go somewhere. Imagine going through earthquake while you are driving where it's hard to control the car movement.
True, Miss Jian Ai, it's hard to escape when you are inside the vehicle.
Truly agree with both Miss Jian I and Sir Dev. Now, every incident always causes negative impacts even on the humans' lives. Earthquake even more. I bet it took lots of lives due to the incident that occurred. Do anyone know how much people has lost their lives in Kobe, Japan during the earthquake happened?
Let me go through that part, moderator. The human impact was devastating. Approximately 6,400 people lost their life, and about 48,000 were injured. Over 300,000 residents were left homeless, with many living in temporary shelter for months. The city of Kobe was the hardest hit, with 4,571 fatalities and more than 14,000 injuries. The earthquake also caused significant damage to infrastructure, including the collapse of around 200,000 buildings, highways, and the famous Hanshin Expressway. The port of Kobe, one of the busiest in the world, was also severely damaged.
That's a numerous amount. There are a lot of things that need to manage when it is related to human impacts. The incident was truly devastating to Kobe, Japan at that time.
True, Miss Eva, the map of the city.
Yes, please. All of the speakers and me myself are really intrigued to go more deeper towards this great Hanshin earthquake. Please proceed, Sir Adrian.
Thank you, Miss Moderator. In the immediate aftermath, the city was truly paralyzed. Essential services like electricity, water, and gas were disrupted for millions of homes. Fire, Fires broke out in many parts of the city, exacerbating the damage and hampering rescue efforts. The disaster exposed the vulnerabilities in Japan's infrastructure, with many buildings and structures that were believed to be earthquake resistant failing.
Oh my, I did not expect it to be this bad. In this case, the government plays a huge part to help their citizens, right? May I know how the Japanese government handled this situation?
As for the government, sadly, the Japanese government's slow response and initial refusal of the foreign aid drew significant criticism, highlighting the need for better emergency response protocols.
That's indeed sad to hear. I hope that the government will do a more better job to handle this kind of case next time because these cases are related to the citizens' life.
How about the recovery? Regarding the recovery effort, I would like to ask Sir Jason about this. Is it okay, Sir Jason?
Yes, Sir Dev. I don't mind explaining about the recovery effort. So, as for the recovery efforts, it focused on reinforcing buildings and infrastructure to withstand future earthquakes. The Japanese government revised its disaster response policies, leading to more effective measures in subsequent events. New building codes were implemented to ensure structure could better withstand seismic activity. The government also established the Disaster Management Agency to coordinate response efforts. The lesson learned from the Kobe earthquake contribute to a more robust and efficient response during 2011 to Hoku earthquake and tsunami.
I want to talk about the community response. The community response was also remarkable. Volunteers from across Japan and around the world came to assist in rescue and recovery efforts. Local residents demonstrated incredible resilience and solidarity, working together to rebuild their lives and cities. The disaster led to an increase in volunteerism and community involvement in disaster preparedness. Many survivors are also advocated for better mental health support, recognizing the long-term psychological impact of such traumatic events. This disaster highlighted the importance of community support and preparedness in the face of natural calamities.
Thank you to all of our speakers for their valuable insights. The Kobe earthquake was indeed a tragic event, but it also spurred significant improvements in disaster preparedness and response. We must continue to learn from such events to better protect our communities in the future. The resilience and unity shown by the people of Kobe, Japan, serve as a powerful reminder of the human spirit's strength in the face of adversity. Thank you all for joining us tonight.